Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English for Everyone channel, where learning English feels simple, practical, and useful for real life. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. Hi, everyone. It's really nice to be here again. I'm feeling very energized today.
You do look energized, Paul. Let me guess, coffee?
Yes, of course. A big hot coffee. It's strong, it's delicious, and it's helping me focus. How about you, Emily? How are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you. The weather is beautiful today. It's sunny, warm, and it feels like a perfect day to talk and learn together.
That sounds wonderful. And today's topic is a very practical one.
Yes, today we're talking about English for the construction site and also English for meetings at work.
That's a great topic. Many people work in construction, and almost everyone has meetings at work.
Exactly. And speaking English at work can feel scary, especially when the environment is loud or busy, like on a construction site.
Yes, there's noise, machines, people moving everywhere. It can be stressful.
But don't worry, we're here to help. We're going to focus on simple, clear English that you can actually use.
That's right. Simple English is powerful.
Let's start with the construction site itself. When you think about a construction site, what do you imagine, Paul?
I imagine many workers, big machines, trucks, tools, and a lot of noise.
That's a good picture. A construction site is a very busy place, and because of that, safety is extremely important.
Safety is the #1 priority.
Exactly. Safety means staying away from danger and protecting yourself while you work.
So let's talk about safety gear. What do workers usually wear on a construction site?
First, a hard hat.
A hard hat protects your head.
Yes, it's usually yellow or white, and you must wear it at all times.
And for your feet, you need safety boots.
Right. Safety boots are strong shoes that protect your feet and toes if something heavy falls.
Definitely no sandals on a construction site.
Never. And another important item is a safety vest.
That's the bright vest, usually orange or green.
Yes, it helps other people see you, especially when trucks or machines are moving.
So we have a hard hat, safety boots, and a safety vest,
All of these together are called safety gear.
or PPE.
That's right. PPE means personal protective equipment, but for beginners, safety gear is easier and perfectly fine.
Good to know. Now let's talk about the site itself. The word site means the place where construction is happening.
Yes, you can say the site is busy today, or is the site safe?
And what about the parts of the building?
Good question. Some basic words are foundation, walls, and roof.
The foundation is the bottom part of the building.
Exactly. The walls go up and the roof is on top.
You might hear sentences like, "We are working on the foundation," or "The roof will be finished next week."
Very good examples. Now let's talk about tools.
There are so many tools on a construction site.
That's true, but you don't need to learn all of them at once. Start with simple ones.
Like a hammer.
Yes, a hammer is very common.
I drill.
Right? And a ladder.
I use a ladder at home sometimes.
Exactly. On a site, you might say, "Can you pass me the hammer, please?" Or, "Is the ladder stable?"
Is the ladder stable? That's a very important safety question.
It really is. Asking questions is a big part of staying safe.
Now, construction isn't only physical work. There's also a lot of talking.
Yes, especially in meetings.
Meetings can feel stressful, even in an office.
That's true, but the key is simple English and confidence.
What usually happens at the start of a meeting?
At the beginning, there's usually an agenda.
An agenda is a list of topics to talk about.
Exactly. The boss might say, "Let's look at the agenda."
And if I want to speak during the meeting,
You can say, "Excuse me, may I say something?" Or, "I have a question about the project."
that sounds polite and professional.
Yes, polite English is very important at work.
What if someone speaks too fast?
That happens often. You can say, "I'm sorry, can you speak a little slower, please?" Or, "Can you repeat that, please?"
It's better to ask than to be confused.
Exactly. In construction, misunderstandings can be dangerous.
Communication is more important than perfect grammar.
Always. Now, another important word in meetings is deadline.
A deadline is the date when work must be finished.
Yes, you might hear, "What's the deadline?" or "We must finish by Friday."
Friday is always the deadline.
It really is. Another important word is progress.
Progress means how much work is done.
Correct. You can say, "We're making good progress," or "The project is on schedule."
And behind schedule means we are late.
Yes, if you're behind schedule, you may need to explain why.
Maybe because of bad weather or waiting for materials.
Exactly. Materials like bricks, cement, or wood.
Simple sentences can explain big problems.
That's right. Now, let's move a little deeper into communication at work, especially meetings and daily teamwork on a construction project.
Yes, because construction work is not only about tools and machines, it's about people working together.
Exactly. On a construction project, many people have different jobs, but they all need to communicate clearly.
And that communication often happens in meetings.
That's right. Meetings can happen in an office, in a site trailer, or sometimes even directly on the site.
And for English learners, meetings can feel stressful.
They really can, but the good news is that meetings often use the same simple phrases again and again.
So once you learn those phrases, meetings become much easier.
Let's talk about the different people you might meet at work.
One important person is the foreman.
Yes, the foreman is usually in charge of the workers on the site.
The foreman gives instructions and makes sure work is done safely.
Another important person is the architect.
The architect designs the building and works with plans and drawings.
Those drawings are often called blueprints.
Blueprints show how the building should look and how it should be built.
Then there is the contractor.
The contractor manages the project, the schedule, and often the budget.
Different roles, but everyone needs to share information clearly.
That's why meetings are so important.
At the start of most meetings, someone will talk about the agenda.
The agenda is the list of topics for the meeting.
It helps everyone stay focused and saves time.
If there is no agenda, meetings can become very long,
And nobody likes very long meetings.
especially after a long day of work.
Now, let's talk about speaking during a meeting.
Many English learners feel nervous about speaking in front of others.
That's normal, but you don't need long sentences or perfect grammar.
Short, clear sentences are better.
For example, if you want to share your opinion, you can say, "I think the plan is good."
Or, I think we need more time.
Both sentences are simple and professional.
What if you don't agree with something?
You can still be polite. You can say, "I'm not sure this will work," or "I have a concern."
That sounds respectful.
Yes, respect is very important at work.
What if someone is talking too fast?
That happens often, especially when people are discussing technical details.
And it's okay to ask them to slow down.
Yes, you can say, "Sorry, can you speak a little slower, please?"
Or, can you repeat that, please?
Asking questions shows that you care about doing the job correctly.
And in construction, understanding instructions is very important for safety.
Exactly. A small misunderstanding can cause a big problem.
Now let's talk about schedules.
Schedules are very important on construction projects.
A schedule shows when different tasks should be finished.
When everything is going well, the project is on schedule.
That means the work is happening at the right time.
But sometimes things don't go as planned.
Then the project can be behind schedule.
Being behind schedule means the work is late.
If that happens, people will talk about the reason.
Maybe the weather was bad.
Or maybe materials didn't arrive on time.
Materials like cement, steel, bricks, or wood.
You can explain the problem with a simple sentence.
For example, we are waiting for the materials.
Clear and honest.
Honesty builds trust at work.
Now let's talk about progress.
Progress means how much work has been completed.
The boss often asks about progress.
You might hear, "How is the progress?"
You can answer, "We're making good progress."
Or, "The work is almost finished."
Those are very useful phrases.
Another important habit at work is taking notes.
Yes, writing things down helps you remember.
During meetings or when someone gives instructions, it's a good idea to take notes.
You don't need to write everything, just the important points.
Notes help you avoid mistakes later,
They also show that you are paying attention.
and that leaves a good impression.
At the end of a meeting, it's polite to say thank you,
You can say, "Thank you for the meeting."
or thank you for the information,
And when you leave, you might say, "See you tomorrow."
or see you on the site tomorrow.
Friendly and professional.
Before we finish, let's quickly review what we talked about today.
We talked about communication on the construction site.
And communication in meetings.
We learned about different roles like foreman, architect, and contractor.
We talked about agendas, schedules, deadlines, and progress.
And we learned that simple English is enough.
You don't need perfect grammar to do a good job,
You just need clear words and confidence.
and the courage to ask questions.
Learning English for work takes time.
But every conversation helps you improve.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We really appreciate it.
We hope this episode helps you feel more confident at work.
Whether you're on a construction site or in a meeting.
We'll be back again with more useful English.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.